Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Benchmonster TV.
I'm Ashley Lynn Condre.
I'm the Benchmonster.
Dude, as soon as we went on, I know. Look at my forehead.
Go with your
Looking
forehead.
Terrible. I don't know. We're just gonna cover that guy up.
You got a pimple? You're
yeah.
too old for pimples.
I had a couple pimples, and then I've got a scratch.
How'd you get the scratch? Cats? We got 3 cats. Probably that.
Probably.
Hey, well, anyway, welcome to the show. Thanksgiving is now over with, and Black Friday came and went. Hope you got some Christmas shopping done. Took advantage of all those sales out there, wherever you may have gone. Went out and fought the crowds. I know I didn't.
We did not.
That's not
Absolutely
where I belong.
Nope. Would never. You couldn't pay me.
I know better.
Couldn't pay me enough to go to this guy to the mall on Black Friday.
Some of those. Have you seen some of those where people are
Absolutely
like literally tackling each other to get like dolls and shit? Like, not happening here, kid. I stayed home. And we watched Smile 2, which is pretty good. I don't know if you've seen Smile 1, but
it's pretty good.
Pretty good horror
it's
movie.
Pretty cool. It's like kind of a
had me hooked, and I wasn't
cool
even interested
premise.
in it. You had to convince me, and I kind of got into it. It was a good movie.
Absolutely. We watched the first one again.
I know it's not a Thanksgiving movie, but what the hell? Hey, with Christmas now fast approaching, wow, unbelievable. My favorite time of the year, because at my homestead when I grew up, we didn't have good Christmases, and I don't care to go into detail, but I'll tell you what.
You've went into detail before.
No, maybe they don't remember. But hey, now that I met you and your family, the way you guys celebrate Christmas and family, it's an awesome thing. And I'm reliving my childhood past at 90 years old now. And I love Christmas trees and I love Christmas.
Isn't that surprising about him?
What?
It's just kind of surprising that you like Christmas. I would guess you for a Grinchy grump.
No, I love Christmas. And I don't care whether I get nothing or not. I like the trees. I like the eggnog. In fact, I think we're hanging up some ornaments this Saturday at your parents' house.
Yep.
Then we're going to have some eggnog and 7-Up. And looking forward to that.
That sounds good, actually.
Probably going to gain about 60 pounds this month, so that's not good. But anyway, we'll deal with it when it comes. I'm already up a lot of weight. I was very disturbed. Now I want to talk about it. I don't know what happened, but I went in the scale last night, and I was arguing that the scale was broke because there's no way that I can put on... Well, there is a way, but...
You did.
Yeah, I'm a little heavy, let me tell you. Like,
how much?
It's none of your business. I don't want to talk about it. It's a personal matter. It's between me and myself, and I'll deal with it. I'll take care of it.
It's at least 320.
Damn near close. Damn near by a couple pounds. And that's nothing to be proud of.
No.
No, I'm trying to go this way.
No, you gotta be lower. You're too old to be above 300 much longer.
Dude, my body, it sucks, man. I'm telling you guys, it's a problem.
Oh, yeah, because of the way you eat.
I don't even eat. Hardly eat anything, and I still go up in body weight.
Not true.
It's like, Jesus, it's unreal. Like, not good. Anyway, I got a handful of videos this week, and I don't know what's going on in the powerlifting world. It's pretty quiet out there. Does anybody have any meets planned this next year? What federation are you going to compete in? Yada, yada, yada. We were supposed to have a meet at our gym in March. That got bamboozled. But, we can still pull some strings and make it happen. Since I am the state chairman and owner and LLC owner of Triple X Powerlifting.
You are not. That's like done. No.
Never done. Never done.
You just like to say it. It's
I know.
Not true.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they gotta have something for my guys to compete at. Otherwise, they just train to train, and we can't have that. I'm gonna reference, and I sound like a broken record all the time on here. Over the past 229 episodes we've done here, but back in my day, there was like 6 meets a year.
Tell us, Grandpa.
Tell
us about the
a WABDL meet in March.
Grandpapa.
We had a APA in May. We had, it was just, there's meets always. If you weren't training for one, the rest of the team was.
Well,
so everybody
at one point that was like that here. Remember, we used to have that you could compete in here. We had Larry would do
UPA
September. Larry would go September.
Pride Powerlifting.
Roger would go February. Yeah. Larry would go March. Roger would go August.
Now it's just like
perfect.
Now you got to look 20 miles down the fucking wherever, just meats aren't as prevalent as they once were. But that's the
Not
way
around
it is.
here.
Not
Other
around here.
places there.
Yeah. Well, we live in the land of
Which
time
is
forgot.
crazy
So there you go.
because like powerlifting's became like more popular and grown, and like in some areas there's more meats than ever before. But
well,
the people that were running them around here, oh, that's not true. We still have some around here because Rubicon Adam's been putting on meat.
I'm not a
So that would be
USPA guy though. I don't count that. I won't go there. Not even to watch. Last USPA meet I went to.
Story again. Underwear.
Underwear.
My
Yeah.
friend set his record.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Gonna try to do this without the spectacles tonight. See what happens. I'm gonna try to do it and see if my eyes are feeling pretty good today. Don't know why. Some days are worse than others, but I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe the moon's in line with your anus. Hey, I got some pretty cool videos though. One of them is a very interesting one. We'll explain it when we get there. But my handwriting sucks. It looks like chicken scratches, so I will have to put that on. But I can see the computer just fine. Just my handwriting. It's hard to write. You know, all the years of bench pressing, and I don't have carpal tunnel or nothing, but I just it's hard to write after years and years of doing crazy things bench press wise. Just makes operating this little thing kind of hard. But do you have anything to say? You don't have any videos this week, but your knee is getting better.
Well, I know I was gonna send them and I forgot.
You were squatting last night. I
got to squat. I was gonna send that video. It was nothing special.
But your knee's not broke.
But considering the fact that I, like a week and a half ago, couldn't even squat.
Couldn't even
my
bend
body
your knee.
weight. Yeah, right. I couldn't bend my knee. I couldn't squat body weight. I could not move correctly. It was such a sharp, like, I thought I was gonna have to go get an MRI. But I told you, you were saying MRI. I was saying I thought there
That's
was.
my go-to.
I wanted to give it time, and I'm glad I did. Because I think it's gonna feel like it feels like 90%.
Slow your roll. Yeah. You went up to what? 135 last night?
What? Where were you?
Is that what you did?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I went up to 240.
Did we go that high? Oh, that's what I wanted you
right
to go
there.
up to. Yeah, but you wanted to go
really
further.
did? Wow.
I forgot.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Because you were right there.
Sorry,
like,
I forgot. I just
discussing
can't
the weights
remember
with me
every
as
little
I went.
detail.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Did but a million sets of 5, and I worked up to 240. Yeah.
Well, you're a warrior, and that's awesome.
No pain, but I was going like real slow and controlled.
Yeah, and that's what you need to do when you're coming back. You don't want to re-aggravate it and have a setback. So
I was so nervous.
In fact, I think we're going to see a bench press injury on our show tonight because I want to explain something. What?
I hate that video.
It's not that bad. I
Is
mean,
it the one you showed me?
Yeah, it's what can happen, and I don't want to see this happen to other people. So that's why we need to showcase.
But it actually did happen. Though.
Yeah, it's a real deal. Yeah. And this, with tight fitting band shirts and bench bands, things like that can happen, and we need to address it. That being said, we're going to move into some videos because I don't have much to say other than let's see if my my strength levels have gone up each week. Looking forward to that. Want to start making this type of progress, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, one day at a time, no setbacks, and like to see this year come to a close and have a brand new year of no issues and no hospital visits. And yeah, let this all go behind and hope for the best. First up, let me put my chicken scratch glasses on. You can never read my handwriting unless you put these on. Uh-oh, what do I got? Oh, looks like I spit on my glasses. Yeah, where's it at? Oops. Big goober. Anyway. All right, here we go, guys. First up, it's no particular order whatsoever. I had a lot in thanks to James Borgalt sent me some videos, and a couple lifter submitted videos also.
Appreciate that.
A lot of them, James, I could not use because we've played them before, and we played them kind of recently before. So I'm sorry that I didn't use each and every single one of them, but I did pick ones that the viewers probably have not seen in a long while. So. First up, I have a 6-year-old young man benching what looks like a Magnum F8 bar for reps. And he's
Yeah.
6 years old, young little tyke. So
He's how much?
6 years old.
What?
Hey,
That
we
is the
all
cutest
got to
thing I've
start
ever seen.
somewhere.
I love that.
That was 55 pounds right there.
I love that. That's probably like his body. That's at least his body weight.
Body weight, probably. Yeah, you don't look very big. Hey, but you know what? He's got to start somewhere, and he's on a Rogue Fat Pad too,
that's
which is
awesome.
kind of cool. He's got the whole setup there.
He's gonna be
Wherever he's
the next
training at, he's
1,000-pound
taking care of.
squatter.
1,000-pound bencher.
Or sorry.
This was sent to me right here. I thought this was pretty cool. Anytime you see a somebody of in their 60s doing something, it's impressive, let alone 70s and 80s. But this is Steve McMurray's dumbbell pressing 140-pound dumbbells for 6 reps at the age of 64 years young. Let's check out Steve real quick, because he's blasting these up pretty easy. This is inspiring. 140. What? It's kilograms. I have to convert those. I can't ever figure it out in my head. I know what 200 and 300 kilos is. That's pretty easy, but the rest of them just doesn't. Yeah. So anyway, looks like he's got feet up and a little puppy dog.
Oh, nice work.
Not sure where this is located, but you know what? It's awesome.
Very nice. Nice job. Good.
Looks like warm weather wherever he's at. Probably Arizona.
Nicer than here.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a lot of weight there. 140-pound dumbbells. If you haven't grabbed those in the gym, I have, and they're a little bit. They're kind of like 150s, just a little different. Okay, this one here is I'm gonna have to go by his TikTok username, and it's Riley O.308 at TikTok. And he's benches 635 raw with only elbow sleeves, and he's only 15 years old. There's been a lot of controversy lately there's been talk, these 17-year-old, 15-year-olds doing this type of stuff. And I watched this video multiple times, and not taking anything away from the kid, but let's just check it out here first. 15 years old, and a self handoff with just elbow wraps. I gotta say something like, I'm proud of you, son, but 635 at 15, I don't care. I have elbow wraps, and to self hand off that and do it at 15, it raises an eyebrow with me. I am not saying nothing, but it just seems awfully easy lift for a 15-year-old. I was 15 once, so I speak from experience here.
Hand off, like,
I don't think I can self-hand off that.
No.
And let alone bench it, because in the process of self-handoff, I would lose my upper back tightness. I'm not bashing nobody. It looks pretty easy, and that's a lot of goddamn weight. So, congrats to you if that's what you're doing. Somebody made a comment about he's got a Widowmaker under that sweatshirt, but I don't know. That was told to me. It's not me saying it.
Do you like the look of it?
If you look at the video, it shows him beating on it, and then the video cuts.
Let's watch it one more time.
Okay, and then it cuts, and then he's in his position, and so you get this right here. But when he cuts, he's in, and I don't know. I know that goes up like a speed bench. I'm not saying nothing. I can't tell. And I'm not going to say he is or is not. That goes up pretty easy, and congrats to him. Here's an old school one here. I remember when this happened back in the day. Gene Richlack, who passed away quite some time ago, squatting 1,000 pounds. This occurred 20 years ago.
What?
Yeah. That would be 2004. Do you remember where you were at in 2004? Some of you probably not even born. But we're going to check Gene Richlack out here squatting. And 1,000 pounds. Ends are canvas. And pretty damn easy, too. That's pretty cool. I think at the time he had 9 or 1,000. I'm not sure which one. I think back then it was 9. I don't know. I'm not any historian by any means, but I think the 1,000 came a tad later than 04. I might be wrong. All right, next up. This guy here, he's in the 7 plate club. That's 675. I believe it's an Instagram. It's a Dimitri4_265, aka DIMA is what it says on the Instagram page. And he's joining the 7 plate club, 675. Let's check out Dima here real quick because, yeah, he's jacked. But these weights fly up really easy. Who never seen this guy before? 495, like 135, 625. Not even a struggle. What? Yeah. That well hey, you can make your own decisions by what you see. All those looked very similar. All fast. And yeah, I don't know who this guy is, but it's the first time I'm seeing this video. Hopefully we see more from him. Might have to retract and go back and see on his Instagram pages if this has been a reoccurring theme for him to do weights like that, because that looked really easy. Next up, this is the name we're probably going to see quite often on this show because he's a very talented athlete. Colton Engelbrecht, pulling 1014. And I particularly like it because Colton is not using any straps. And that's 1014. He might do a Grigsby and go past 1075 if he wants to. That's a strong man. Between 242 and 275. Oh, 1036? Didn't even know this was on here. Wow. Okay. For 2 with straps. Okay. Oh my God, that was awesome. That was like a little Christmas present there, because I just saw 1014 and I pulled the video on there, and lo and behold, there was more. Wow. Yeah, Colton, all-time 242, 275 total holder, and shit, who knows what he's gonna do next?
Sorry, guys.
That's all right. Where'd you go?
Get my glasses on.
That
fan
oh,
dried
fan.
my eyes out. And
I'm hot.
much better.
Yeah, I'm heavy in body weight and very insulated. Okay, now I know this is gonna seem weird, this video, but I did go back to the Instagram page, and this is something that this guy does quite a few times with other people. Probably the same sex. I didn't look, but this is a lower back stretch. I'm gonna leave the audio on this one, and I'm gonna let you guys watch. Tell me what you think about this lower back stretch.
Another amazing maximum mobility stretch on that lower back. Extremely flexible, extreme flexibility, getting as far as we can with that 80-degree angle, just like that. It feels good right here?
Yes.
Great. We like to hear that. Perfect. We're going to keep going as far as we can, just like that. Grab onto your ankles right here. Hold down in 3, 2, 1. Straight to the floor. 2. Straight to the floor. 1.
Yeah. Been in the chiropractic field and range of motion type movements and stuff, but never have I walked in a gym or have I ever seen that type of stretch. Have you?
No, but
And she seems to be very happy about it. She's got a smile ear to ear, so it's not offending her in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So I looked weird to me, and I was like, well, maybe that was just a one-time thing. Well, his whole Instagram page is full of stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Different girls?
I think so. Looks kind of intrusive to me, and his nose is right where... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, Jamal Browner.
What was the Sorry. I'll let you move on. Never mind.
What do you want to know?
Oh, I was just wondering what the commentary was. Like, what were they saying as they were doing it?
Oh, he asked her if she was okay, and she said, yeah.
Oh,
Something like
is
that.
that it?
That's about it. Yeah,
Okay.
she's smiling. Seems to be enjoying herself. Having her back stretched and some guy in her crotch. Anyway, Jamal Browner. I like this guy. 1,000 pounds. Well, no, 1,003 times 2. Deadlift. And I believe he is not using any straps, which impresses me even more. Because it's awesome when everybody does it with straps, but you have a grip.
Oh my God, he is doing that double.
And like nothing. Like this guy needs to go 1075
That's
tomorrow at a meet.
insane.
Because he's the guy capable of doing it.
Yeah,
That's a strong man right there.
that's impressive.
Yeah, just like that. 1,003. I remember in my day when Magnuson did it. Well, Andy Bolton did it first, but, you know, seeing 1,000-pound deadlift, now the guys are pulling it left and right. That's awesome. Somebody's got to go after that 1075 Grigsby record, I think.
So, yeah.
Here's an old school guy you don't hear much of, Yuri Belkin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this guy's like
I like
220 body weight.
Something like that, and he does all these crazy lifts, beltless.
Oh, well, he's doing 915 deadlift, and I don't know
He's
if this is beltless. Let's go check out Yuri here. Is it beltless? Of course.
Sure is. Jesus.
Don't you need a
Those are-
belt?
Not if your
Fuck, dude.
core and back are.
No, his core and
steel.
back are welded. Yeah, he's good to go. 915. Wow. At 220. Maybe 198 for all I know.
That's
But I think 220. Oh, jeez. Yuri,
That must be nice.
go to a G.
That must be nice to be that strong.
Well, you will be one day. That's like 6 times body weight or something for him.
Was it?
I don't
I
know.
was trying to do the math in my head. He's too.
Jen Smith, phenomenal powerlifter in her own right here. Pulls 440 at 129 body weight at the Pro Raw XL. Let's check out Jen. Been watching her a little bit. Up and coming people. I got to know their names. I got to know what's going on. And these lifters are elite class. Like I said here, 440 at 129.
Wow.
Conventional. That's you. Boom. Probably shorter than you, Ashley. That's might be the
You
thing.
think?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's hard to tell on video.
Yeah, maybe we'll see her at the Arnold. Are you going to the Arnold next year?
Well, I'm not competing, but I still wanted to go.
So do I. Paul Loffer sent me this video in Messenger and gave me a relay text to let me know it was in there. Couldn't email it, so we got it on the show. This is 685, almost a touch in his 3-ply F8, size 53. Let's check out Paul. Kicking some ass right here. He's going to be competing T-minus 6 weeks here up at the top of the chat box. So 6 weeks right around the corner. That's 4 workouts, a deload, and an opener and a show. That shirt looks good on him too. Well, watch this video. Boom. Nice, Paul.
Wow. Smooth.
Just a little bit more weight or adjustment of the neckline, so on and so forth. That could be an easy touch.
Yeah.
But I think Paul wants 800. I know he does, and I'm hoping that he gets it in his quest. If not this meet, the next. It's always another meet. You know, it's in your last dying breath at your next meet.
Yeah.
Okay, parental guidance here, parental advisory, and all that. We have this is a kind of an injury here. So this is basically what you're gonna see is a bench band that's a little too tight, and the consequences of using one and having shit go the way it goes, and this is almost happened to a few of us, and thank God we have spotters. But excuse me, I don't know the name of the individual, but I got to put it backing up. It's not graphic by any means, but it just goes to show, you know, rotator cuff, shoulder injuries. Looks like a bench band, and you know, when it goes wrong quick, and that's what's scary. I feel for the guy too, you know, but you come down on these things and they buckle on you, you know, that can happen. And
hurt or like
his shoulder
what
is
the
wrecked.
injury was.
Yeah, there is so much reconstructive surgery that would need to go on in there. And I don't know if he broke a bone per se or just ripped everything. We don't know. And I wish him a speedy recovery, but stuff like that happens. And I have, you know, we have quite a few super, super tight shirts, super, super tight bench bands. In fact, there's a Widowmaker that I had in my possession, which wasn't made for me, of course, but dummy me, you know, I tried to put it on and I didn't wear it under the bar, but I was like, that would happen right there. I mean, I don't know. And it didn't necessarily look like the bench band was that small on him either.
No.
You know, it's just one of those things, man, where you come down and that thing buckles you.
I didn't get a very good close look at it.
Well, you don't want to.
I had a hard time. Yeah,
you don't want to watch that.
See about it.
Yeah, you
I
know,
hate that kind of thing.
it's sad to see, you know, but stuff like that can happen to us, and we need to, you know, make it awares, and make sure it doesn't happen to people and anybody by that matter. Awares, yeah.
Make it awares. Bring awareness to it.
Bring awareness to it. Something like that.
I don't know.
Well, however you said it sounds more professional, more articulate.
It was more so than bring awareness.
Yeah. Well, I was scared. I don't like to show stuff like that, and I feel like, you know,
I don't want to watch it.
I don't want to watch it either, but it just, I just want people to understand. Okay. That what can happen when you play with fire like that.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Jose Mendoza sent me some videos. He's been training with us, Benchmonster crew. Did a 500 floor press last week. We're going to see him on Max Effort Day, see what happened there. We'll go through that. But first up, doing a 425 seated overhead press, and we're going to showcase that real quick. And this is at our Gold's Gym, I believe. Trains his shoulders after Max Effort Day. That occurs on a Wednesday. And so we've kind of adapted the same training philosophy, and he's got the sleeve elbow things on. Okay, I didn't realize that. But yeah, we're getting shoulders done now on Wednesday. So this is pretty tough and pretty great lift there if you can do it. I can't. Wearing the Team Benchmonster shirt too. And looking very, very big. Hasn't missed a meal lately. Very strong too. That brings us to, you don't have any videos this week.
I did, but I forgot to send them.
We've been doing this show 500 times now, and you forget to send them.
Well, because, I mean, that was nothing super special, but...
Hey, everything you do is super special to this show.
I'll set them for next week.
Well, we don't want 26 videos next week. We want the 3 or 4 we need them today. Okay. Speed a bench. Let's go through speed bench. Let's see what I did. See what we did.
I won't forget.
Okay. Well, it looks like decline with bands. That's a double mini band. I anchored them down there with that little doohickey. I'm not doing 9.3s. I'm doing 6.6. All wide grips, doing some volume. Jose, I believe, is doing 1, 2, 3. 9.3 still. 275. Elijah here is doing percentages based off his 1 rep max, 385. And anyway, we rolled over to some rolling dumbbells here. Got 2 benches going because short rest periods are employed. When you have 4 or 5 people, you just need 2 benches. Always start light. I never just start with like 100-pound dumbbells. I start light to get those elbows warmed up. Because last thing you want to do is pop a tendon there, and it can happen. So I like to get some good blood in there before I get up to my actual work sets.
Yeah.
You can tell I've done those for 27,000 years.
Yeah.
Jose here with 90s, I believe. I think he goes to 110s. You got to push your tricep work up. You can't just come in and do lightweight and expect a big bench. Unfortunately, I wish it was that easy. Everybody be doing 500 raw bench. And this workout was actually short, as you see it. We did 4 or 5 sets on rolling dumbbells, push downs. And the reason we have this particular workout is so everybody comes in on Tuesday, 110%, no excuses. Oh, we did too much on Friday. Oh, we did, whatever. No. Got an hour and 10-minute workout in, and we're going to go right into max effort. And we should have a great max effort. Let's see if we did. Christmas time. I like that. Here's me, 265. Here's me, 325. Getting that back, looking good. I'm already could barely do that for one out of the hospital. 385. Misgrooved it a little bit, but fuck it. I'm working. Jose here at 425, I believe. I'm handing off. Jose wanted to go for 500, but if it's in the cards, it's in the cards. This is Eric right here. He shows up. He trains hard. We just got to get him to gain a little body weight. But he's making PRs, but I'd like to see him put on 10 pounds. Hines with, Ashley, what is that? 425?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. 385 and a quarter, and I don't know what else is on there. Here's Jose, 455 or 60. This was this is 65. This is prior to the 500 attempt. And I don't think it went well, so I didn't post it. Hines is going 495 or something. I can't see any tiny ones on the side, so I just say 495.
That butt. Keep it down. Keep it down. Ugh.
Not too bad. That was good. His arm's feeling better.
How to get that butt down?
I threw on a Widowmaker from a long time ago, and this is 600. Just found it laying down somewhere, and I said I'm gonna bring it into the gym. So I played with that. That moved us into incline dumbbells, it looks like. Eric here, we're working with him. He's doing a little bit more volume. He doesn't train with us on Fridays, but he's got his own set routine he's doing. Jose here, 110s or something. Look like 30s. Huh. Oh, weighted dips.
Yeah.
Yeah, this used to be the bread and butter for some people, and so we decided to start doing them. Broke out the bamboo bar a little bit here at the end of the workout. Notice how I don't grip the bar and how I don't touch my chest. That creates the most wiggle, and that's what we're after. If you squeeze the bar, and I actually can control it. I can time the swing, and I don't want to do that. I want all that erratic muscle contractions to be occurring in the shoulder socket. That's why I do it without touching and without squeezing the bar. But it can get away from you a little bit, and sometimes you need to squeeze it. Mine's going to do the same thing. This is really therapeutic at the end of a workout. At some point, we should max effort bench with that thing, but Jose's talking about, I think, the earthquake bar, the one that bends like a noodle. He's talking about getting that bar. Always looking for new toys. Now, the clock says 7 o'clock over there, and we've been there since 4:30, so this is the end of the workout, obviously. And we did push downs and tore out of there. 4:30 until 7 o'clock. That's a good workout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm proud of ourselves. Everybody's making progress, even me. Even me.
Yeah.
I'm actually making some progress lately, and I'm proud of myself. Actually, I started training smarter, not harder. It's like I tell people all the time, man. There's optimal training, undertraining, and overtraining. I always go towards overtraining. I try to push myself and my teammates as hard as I can without overtraining them, and sometimes I fail. But lately, we've been backing off and training optimally, and we've been having some success. Go figure. We are at the chat box, unless you have something exciting to say.
Not really.
That being said,
I'm just excited my knee's doing better.
until I put you in a knee bar and break every ligament in your knee from...
I'd like to see you try.
Huh?
I'd like to see
Your
you try.
boxing ain't gonna hold no skills to fucking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
Yeah,
lady.
but you gotta get yourself in a position where you can put me in that.
Oh, that's just a single leg takedown, and your boxing skills are out the window, Mike Tyson. All right. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. Get in the chat box. You love me. You don't hate me. That's a mean word. You can say you dislike me.
No, I hate you.
No. All right. Chat box it.
All right. We got Paul Offer was in here. First, it looks like. Hey, guys. How's it going? Hey, Paul. How are you
What's up, Paul?
guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Always a pleasure to have you here. Paul, okay. T-minus 6 weeks until I'm back on the platform competing again. Nice. We're excited. What meet are you doing?
Yeah, what
Paul?
federation?
I feel like I should know this already, but where is it at? What federation?
Reason I say
all
what
that good
federation, because that really dictates your lift. I mean, if it's USPA, you might as well take your best bench and subtract 40, because that's what you're going to get
That's
there.
the spirit.
I'm sorry, man.
They're
They don't like shirts, and they hold shirted lifters at
Oh,
the
that's
bottom
right.
longer
Yeah,
than
they
normal.
do.
Around here, they do. I don't know where you guys live, but around here, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
a lot, and they're not our favorite federation to put it
Not my
politely.
favorite.
Okay.
Never was, really,
No.
since they had a rule book that's that thick.
No,
So many rules, I can't keep track of them all. But of course, you know my favorite rule:
the underwear.
no spandex underwear, because God forbid you wore those.
I
Spandex underwear put 50 pounds on my bench. I can't go there without those.
All right. Oh, I didn't even see it.
All right, Mr. Elite.
All right, Mr. Elite Entertainment. Hope you are both doing well. We're doing pretty good. Hope you are too.
I'm doing
Mr.
good, man.
Elite. Thanks for joining us. Always good to have you here. Thank you for being here.
Get these ugly ass things off.
At least that pair has both arms. The one you take to the gym is
It's missing an arm.
it
Yeah,
looks so ghetto.
I am ghetto.
I know. Agreed. Let's see here. Bug Snowy. We got a new. Sounds like a new name. Have you seen Bug
I've never
Snowy
seen Bug
before?
Snowy, but I like the bicep.
Okay, we like the bicep. Thanks for joining us,
Ooh,
Bug
mine
Snowy.
are sore. Jesus.
Good.
Yeah, I did
You
biceps
trained
last
him
night.
last night.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
One rep. What's up, one rep?
One rep. What's going on, man? Good to see you. It says, one rep says, sup, guys. I hope you had a good turkey day. Sorry I can't join again. Anyways, got y'all on mute because I'm at work.
Understandable.
So hope health is good or at least better. Love you guys and see you next week. Benchmonster TV fan.
I'll tell you what, Turkey Day, for 2 days, I had like turkey coma. For 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like,
You have that much turkey?
I didn't think I
Really?
did, but man, for 2 days, I actually had to break out an energy drink, and I'm not supposed to do that.
I know.
Yeah, don't tell the doctor.
I'm telling him if I go.
Yeah. don't
I'm
need-
telling him.
They got this new Ghost energy drink. It's grape, Welch's grape. Oh,
He's obsessed with
I love grape.
flavored.
Grape.
Grape flavored.
yeah, grape.
He's all about it. Okay. One rep again. Hopefully I got some videos for you, but AJ's got me messing around with some new BS. Haha.
Rob,
I-
yes.
Raw BS. Ha ha ha. I hate it, but I know it's good for me
Yeah.
in the long run. So I just trust the process. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
what you
if-
gotta do,
if
and
AJ
you're in the right hands, man.
If AJ's
Absolutely.
telling you, it's coming from the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Well, thank you for joining us, One Rep. We appreciate that. I know you're at work. I know it's kind of pain in the booty, so we appreciate that you go out of your way to come in and say hi, and we love you, and we will see you next week, buddy.
Absolutely.
We have a few messages retracted. It's a
that
new
happens.
name, Wild Jim. And then Big Joe, looks like you retracted. Big Joe, hey guys, in 2004, I was 5 years old.
Whoa.
That makes me feel old. I was in high school.
Man, 2004.
I was like a
What was I doing?
Yeah, a junior.
Oh, that was the year. That was the year I was supposed to break out the Phenom, and I obligated not to. Actually, stuck in the Rage X for a little longer than I was supposed to. All right, Mr. Elite.
Oh, where is it at? Oh, I see the cursor. Mr. Elite Entertainment. Here we go. What's the story of the flame beanie hat that George was wearing?
Gene.
Sorry. My eyes are not doing very well.
With
right
the
now.
glasses, you can't see.
Even
That's
with
bad.
the glasses, they've been bugging me lately.
If you get blind, and we're gonna have to put you in a home for blind people.
Dude, I think I'm gonna have some serious eye problems when I get older.
It's not good.
Yeah,
All right, what's Elite saying? Let's
not
get on
good.
this beanie situation.
All right, okay. Let me restart.
I have answers.
What's the story of the flame beanie that Gene was wearing? I also know Chuck had one as well. Sorry, that's why I read the. That's why I was distracted when I read it, because I was thinking it was Chuck was the original, wasn't he?
Yes. And at the Arnold in 04, I was standing there with Louie, and I remember after it was over, I asked Chuck, "Where'd you get that flame beanie?" And he said he got it from a Harley Davidson shop. Well, Mr. Google here went home, and I found one online, and I broke it out, and I wore it in my March meet at Wabdell, where I ended up on, what was Campin's book magazine called?
Monster Muscle.
Monster Muscle, yeah. That's where I'm holding up the finger, and I got the beanie on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started dogging that on, and because I wore it, because Chuck Vogelpool wore one, and I felt when I put that beanie on that there was some intensity. It was like a switch, when I had that on, it made me think of the intensity that Chuck had, and it kind of put me in a whole nother realm when I approached the bar, and it was a major part of my lifting at the time. But House of Pain started marketing those, and then I went to a Wabdell meet, I think the end of that year, and everybody and their son had a flaming beanie cap on, and then I felt really bad, and I brought this up with Chuck, and you were there.
Yeah.
About, I'm sorry, Chuck, that I wore the flame beanie, and then everybody started wearing them, and that was your thing. And he kind of giggled and laughed and said it wasn't no big deal, and I said I felt really bad, by spawning that. But yeah, it was there was a time.
Probably flattered, if anything.
If anything, I just wanted to clear the air that I meant no disrespect by, copying his gig and then the whole world copying it. But I don't know when Gene started wearing it, but I wore it right after the Arnold 04, and yeah. Then I started on the Arnold stage. It was always fun when I got a lift. I would throw the beanie out in the crowd, and then whoever caught it would come up and I would sign it for him. I enjoyed that. And I really kind of stopped wearing it after that. When everybody was wearing them, I kind of quit doing it. So that's when I started wearing the feather boa and doing other things. So started I started a new gimmick.
I have a signed.
I got a flower beanie or feather boa back there. The white one is what I wore. All right.
Yeah. All right.
If I was still lifting, I'd probably break them out again. And what's weird was why I felt so guilty is Chuck had the flame beanie, and then after I wore mine and everybody was wearing them, Chuck went to a different type of one that had like tassels on it. And I was like, oh, he's fucking pissed. He changed his whole thing and got a whole. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. And I held that that guilted me for years until I cleared the air with
gosh.
him. No gosh about it, man. I didn't want to step on Chuck's toes.
He's not the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but I think it was more of a
I hope.
flattering thing.
Yeah, I tried to.
I mean, he was.
I tried to represent him well, and I think I did so. You know, I created some great bench presses with that thing on, and won Louis Simmons a lot of money. I'll never forget Louis saying, "Were you there when he said Ryan?" Yeah, you know, Louis and the West Side Crew. They
That was the
bet.
day you were on the phone. We were in the Trader Joe's.
They
parking
they
lot,
bet
right?
a lot. Yeah, and Louis said, "Ryan, I've made a lot of money off of you," because everybody, I guess, would bet against me, and Louis would bet for me, and Louis, I guess, made a lot of money.
It's pretty cool.
I'm happy for that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm glad I didn't let him down and lined his pockets at the time, with ever how much money it was. All right.
That's fine. No, I was
Wild
I was
Jim.
there. That I can confirm.
You were there.
Mm-hmm. He was on speakerphone. I heard him.
Yep.
Okay.
Remember that time we were sitting in the ring and it was Louis Simmons and I was freaking out? Do I answer it? Do I answer it?
Of course,
Butterflies.
you answer it.
Butterflies.
You were.
I'm freaked out.
nervous, I know.
Yeah. Well, it's Louis, man.
I know. Oh yeah.
All right, Wild Jim.
Let's see, Wild Jim.
It's Jim like gymnasium, not Jim as in Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Okay, thanks for clarifying.
You don't know who Hacksaw Jim Duggan is?
No.
Yeah. Well, then read it.
Yes, that was my son at, at my gym benching the
Oh.
Magnum bar. Roughly his body weight
Yep.
for a triple.
Nice.
Hard to balance because his feet won't reach the floor. He is at 5 reps now.
Nice.
Love the show, guys. Keep it up.
Well, way to
Thank
go.
you. We appreciate that. That's awesome. Tell your son to keep going.
I can already
He's
see in my
killing
crystal
it.
ball 10 years
Love
from
it.
now, him mention 225
Mm-hmm.
at like 15.
Yeah, yeah. It really
Stronger than I ever was.
That's very cool. Very impressive. Very impressive. I figured it had to have been at least his body weight,
Yeah.
if not more.
Mr. Elite.
Mr. Elite Entertainment. I did send a video to your Gmail. 300 kilograms raw bench press done on an axle bar. What?
Mr. Elite. I don't have that video.
You doing it or somebody on the internet?
You sent a video to my Gmail. I did not get that, Mr. Elite, or I'd have put it on the show. Did it bounce back, or was it too big to send? Or you got to send it to me again somehow. We got to get that on the show, Mr. Elite.
Yeah.
Because if I went through my videos, actually yesterday night and this morning,
Yeah.
and I did not see a 300 kilogram raw bench with an axle bar. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
So can I please get that at some point again?
It's pretty amazing.
Or send it to my messenger, or somehow get it to me so I can get it on the show.
Yeah,
Howard.
Very cool. That's super impressive.
Yeah, very impressive.
All right. Let's see. We got Howard. Oh, it moved. Where did it go?
Right here, right where the cursor is.
Okay. Howard Weingarten. Ho, ho, ho. How is everyone? I could be wrong, but I've seen that bench band video before, and I think he came back and got that weight.
What?
I'm not sure, but I heard that. Are you
What?
sure?
Because that
The
looked,
one where
looked really bad, Howard. Really? Yeah, you
Are
know.
you sure it's the same video?
God, it totally looked like his shoulder came out of
'Cause that
socket.
looked real bad.
It looked bad.
Like, real bad.
Oh, I believe you though.
thought.
I mean, wow,
I mean, if you're pretty sure, then that's amazing.
that's amazing.
Hats off.
It
to
looked
him.
really scary,
Yeah, that looked terrifying.
terrifying.
Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Okay. Howard again. Howard. Also, what is your favorite rear delt exercise and traps? Also, I'm just not getting anything out of what I'm doing.
I use the inverted
Okay.
fly machine and do rear delts like this. I do face pulls with a belt strap. I do like to my mouth for 10, pull them apart. I do them at my forehead, and then I would do them above my head. Sometimes I'll do inverted dumbbells like this, but I don't do those anymore. So I just basically stick to those two. And I do them super slow sometimes, or high volume sometimes. Always switching it up, creating new muscle stimulus so they never see the same thing coming. And as far as traps, I get the deadlift straps, and I tie them onto the bar. I go in the Smith or just with a straight barbell, and there's no point in putting 900 pounds in the bar and then doing this stuff. I mean, it works, but I like more strict, controlled movements. So I'll do up and squeeze, let it down slow, up and squeeze, let it down with a straight barbell. And then I like to go over to the dumbbells and kind of lean forward somewhat and really pull them up that way. If you go too heavy, you tend to use other muscles. You got to understand the trapezius muscle isn't a muscle, if you isolate it correctly, that's going to shrug 900 pounds. But if you know how to, sometimes with trap movements with the bar in a Smith machine with the bar behind you too. And who was it? Kazmaier told me, how do you get big traps? I asked him, and he said wide grip, straight bar, shrugs. And so I do like 3 different positions, hand positions. I'll do some here, and then I'll do the Kazmaiers at the very end. So I try to do 20 to 30 reps with each hand placement, and I pump those things up. And that's a muscle group where you don't have to train it once a week. You can train it multiple times. So, but do them correctly. Don't cheat them, because you're utilizing other muscles if you cheat. Try to mind-muscle connection. Try to visualize the muscle you're training, whether it be barbell or dumbbell. That's what I do. And sometimes we do, not fun to load up, but that trap bar. Sometimes we get in there with the trap bar, and we'll do trap bar shrugs too. So there's just a wide variety.
Yeah.
There's 3 right there. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Howard, USPA sucks.
Yeah, not my favorite.
Agreed, for sure. Yeah, I'm not a fan either. There's just so many rules.
Well, they're a little cult. That's just like any other organization. You know, I'm not mentioning names, but they seem to have a little cultic following, and they're all, you know, you can definitely know when you're the black sheep there, like myself, when you show up. You know, I don't belong in that federation.
No.
They know it, but
not so much.
So I don't live there.
Well, USPA, you're not so much of the black sheep.
Well, they know who I am, but they're going to hold me to a different standard than other people. I just feel, because they don't like bench shirts. I don't care what they say.
I mean...
Then I've seen some people, not mentioning names, on a raw bench that came down and held it for 6 seconds at the bottom. Yeah, so, I mean, this is not my bag of tricks. I'm not looking for free lifts by any means, but it's just, something's wrong with that organization. And everybody will say that it's not, and I'm just bitter and whatever. Paul Loeffler.
I mean, they definitely get off on red lighting people, like, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Paul Loeffler, let's see where he's going.
Paul, I'm doing an SPF meet January 18th. Nice. Here in Tennessee, 45 minutes away.
SPF is a great organization. I think you'll do well there.
That's a really good one.
But call it, you know, just my advice, Paul, call ahead and see what bench you're benching on to make sure that you're benching on the same height and same pad, etc., so there's no surprises when you show up, and you kind of can get a foresight on what you're going to bench on, and make sure that you can kind of mimic those conditions in your gym as will be on the platform. Because there's no use training on a Thompson fat pad when you're going to go there and bench on a popsicle stick. So,
true.
That's my point. Howard.
Good point.
Good point?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Howard. Oh, hell yeah. Chuck was an intense lifter. West Side.
Oh, very intense. Yeah.
Dude, he was a badass.
You know, here's a story for you, and I don't tell this one that often, but in 2004, it's the main stage was when the benchers benched, and at that point, all the 3 lift guys would come over and support the bench only guys going, and then the next day all us bench guys would go and support the 3-lift guys. And I remember walking up to Louie, and there was a partition here, and Chuck had his squat suit on with his feet up and fire beanie on. And I looked at Louie, and we were having some small talk. I go, Louie, what happens if I went over there and took that beanie off Chuck's head? And Louie almost broke his neck. He went, "What? I wouldn't do that if I were you." And I was just bullshitting. But the way Louie whipped his head around and the look in his eye, like he thought I was going to do it, I think. And just the seriousness. Oh, fuck, Chuck. Yeah, Louie was very serious when he said it to me, and I'll never forget that. I would never do it, but you know me, I'm always stirring the pot, mouthing off a little bit here and there, but because I wanted that beanie so bad, because I didn't think that I hadn't at that point looked for them online, but I was like, I want that one. But I ended up finding one kind of like it, but not really like it. It wasn't a Harley Davidson one. It was just your basic Google search and whatever it was. It wasn't even, I think it was yellow flames and a red top. I have the magazine cover. I just looked at it over there in that box.
I have it. I have yours upstairs.
Yeah.
Signed and everything.
Yeah, Chuck, very intense individual. The first person to the gym and last person to leave. That was Chuck. That's a training partner that you don't get in a lifetime. And not that he was heard he was a hardcore training partner, made you do extra stuff and pushed you. But that's what some people need sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I always said it back in the day, if I could, you know, there was a time when I kind of looked around and I was benching 1,050s and 75s, and I was training with my guys, and I always said it to myself. I was like, I wonder how much, you know, more I could do if I trained at Westside, and those guys were pushing me. I'll never forget that, and I'll never know. I mean, if I could go back in time and ditch this place and move to Columbus and have trained in that gym with those people, probably would have gone a lot. I guaranteed I would have gone a lot further under their tutelage and intensity and that environment within itself. I would have been for way further than I ever could have gotten, because I had nobody pushing me out here. You know, Paul Roch would put 1,000 pounds on the bar, but he would eat it 90% of the time. I mean, how many times we've saved his life? The guy would come in and do 315 without even warming up, and then be in his shirt for 600, 7, 8, 9. He was crazy, but
He was.
I liked him.
I know. I miss him. He was so cool. But we were supposed to have him on the show at some point.
Well, he's a busy man. He's got a lot on his plate in his life, and he's enjoying himself.
But it'd be fun. He's such a great storyteller.
I know he said he would.
He's got so many like cool stories of you and him.
I know he's retired now. He's enjoying himself, and
but he said he'd be on the show.
I know, but I don't like to bother people.
He's retired, so.
All right, we'll continue on here. Eric.
All right.
Laubach.
We've got a few new faces tonight.
Laubach. Laubach. Eric.
Laubach is how I would say it. All right. Eric says, hey, from Colorado.
Colorado.
All right. Hey.
Beautiful state over there.
Hello.
Probably some cold weather over there right now, too, in Colorado. I would imagine winter time is probably there.
I'm sure.
Mr. Elite.
Let's see. One of them got. How come some of these are getting retracted?
Oh.
Is somebody doing that, or
They're either erasing them or the internet is taking, or Google or YouTube's taking them off. I don't have an answer for that. Read Mr. Elite here. That's why I didn't get it.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. It was a video. Oh, okay. I think it was a video link that I sent. Sorry, I sent it a few hours ago.
See,
okay.
You got to send it. Wednesday morning is when I sit down and do the show. I do a little bit of odds and ends on Thursday morning, so that's why I didn't get it. So it's probably in my email. It'll be on next week.
Yep.
Yeah. See, I know. I'm pretty good at what I see in my lifter submitted part, and I didn't see that one because I would have definitely grabbed that one since it's a specialty bar too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So Mr. Elite says something about Mr. Beecraft. Let's read that.
Oh, okay. I recall Todd Beecraft provided great insight on. Yes.
I think Todd wrote a book or an
I think
ebook or
so
something
too,
about
yeah.
trap training.
He-
And he had me doing some of that actually. Because he was,
Yeah.
you know, ever since I've known Todd, he always wanted, he did a lot of trap work and a lot of neck work with a neck harness and stuff. And I was onto that. And Todd had some massive traps. And
Yeah, he did.
we idolized Road Warrior Hawk for having some great traps back in the day. So, but yeah, miss Todd. He passed away way too soon.
R.I.P. He's amazing. He was such a cool guy. We definitely miss him a lot.
A lot of people passed away this year, man. It's
super
just
sad.
lost one of our old Kennelly Power teammates from the mid 2000s recently. Guy by the name of James Getzel. James Getchell.
Rest in peace. Yeah, he was such a great guy.
Sean Catterley passed away too. I don't know if anybody knows that name, but he was the one that helped on my Road to the Arno video. He kind of ghost wrote my Kennelly Method book. He passed away recently too, man. Shit. Fuck, we're here one day, gone the next, man.
It is so scary.
I'm just proud to be here because I was gone a couple times, and I'm still here, thank God. So,
yeah.
sad to hear that type of thing, but it's becoming more and more. It hits you like a ton of bricks when you see these people, you know, and then they're gone.
I know.
It's just that's the news I don't ever like to get, but brutal.
Yeah,
All right, Howard Weingarten.
So sad. So sad. Okay. Howard Weingarten. I think it kicked forward and fell on his belly, and he was able to roll his shoulder with the band rolling under, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right, Howard. It looked like it possibly, you know, we've had that happen with shirts before, but I never see the complete turning over, and usually it's a quick this, but he buckled in it. God, it looked. I thought it looked. I haven't studied it enough, Howard. I kind of just look at it and I look away, kind of thing. But I'd be very interested to see if that was the case, and that's awesome that he was not severely injured and under the circumstances, because it can happen.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, shit, I've seen arms break. I've seen, you know.
Sure have.
But it said in the details there something about a rotator cuff. So I was assuming they posted it on there because he tore something or other, but I might be wrong. All right, Howard Weingarten.
All right, let's see. Howard Weingarten, and thanks. I've never tried the Kaz shrugs and try to do them more often. I've never tried the Kaz shrugs, and I will try to do them more often.
You know, another thing too is, you know, there's no reason why you can't hook up bands and chains and make it a little bit more aggressive, you know, in the movement itself than just with straight archaic bar weight. But always trying to spice it up, switch the angle, the rest periods, the slow eccentrics, you know, coming up, squeezing, letting down slowly. I mean, make them burn, man, destroy them, because they recuperate pretty fast. Just like calves. You can train those every day if you wanted.
Yeah, these days.
Yeah. Paul Loeffler.
All right. Paul Loeffler. My training partner is the SPF chairman.
Good.
And is putting on the meat.
Nice.
Very cool. That's awesome.
We'll get a hold of him, Paul, and make sure.
Super excited to watch you kick butt.
It's a Forza bench or whatever benches they're using these days, but check the pad out. And I'm real particular, Paul. I like to measure from the ground to the top of the pad so I know how many inches that is, and make sure that when I'm in training, the inches it is what I'm training at, because that all, you know, whether it's an inch lower or inch higher, it all screws up your feet placement and your line somewhat. I mean, it's that I'm that anal about it. So everything I'm just a perfectionist, because if I'm gonna go there and do what I'm doing, I mean, everything's got to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been looped into some meets before where I was told it was a Forza bench, and it turned out to be a metal militia bench, and it was an inch and a half lower than normal, and I had to adjust on the spot. And I came out of that meet champion and world champion anyway. So they thought they were going to get me on that, and somebody was going to beat me. And I'm not saying any names, but it backfired in their face when I had Larry Bush spray the stickum spray, and it wasn't the hairspray, it was the silly string kind. And my fire chucks, man, you go back and watch that 1074 in Dubuque, Iowa, when Larry sprays the bottom of my shoe, when I hit the ground with it, and I hit my left foot on the ground, I was going to reset my right foot, and I couldn't pick it up off the ground. It was stuck. And I literally had to go home and soak my chucks in diesel, in a few millimeters of diesel, just to get
Really?
that. Oh, because of the
yeah,
stickum
that
spray.
stuff is super
Oh,
powerful.
it just, yeah. And I still got those shoes, too. They should
Do
be in the
you?
York Barbell Hall of Fame.
They-
But nobody calls me because I'm the black sheep of the world for some reason.
I don't know. You're so kind and sweet to everybody.
I
I don't know
know.
why anybody.
I don't know why nobody would-
ever
yeah.
have a problem with you.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Just a saint. Nicest man that ever walked the face of the earth. Nice to everybody but normal people. Because they don't understand us. They don't.
No.
We're frowned upon in this judgmental society. I can go on about it, but anyway,
But you're not going to.
No.
Right.
read here. Let's go, Mr. Elite. He's talking about Chuck again.
All right. Mr. Elite Entertainment. There was the story on where Chuck broke his neck but didn't even notice due to how developed his traps were.
I remember hearing
I don't
that.
think I've heard that story.
I heard about
Yeah,
that. I didn't look
okay.
into that. I was more concerned about Chuck's lower back and the fact that he had what's called a cage down there, and I don't understand what that is, and I never asked Chuck personally, but I'm assuming that is to like protect the lower lumbar area. When I think cage, I think like metal things surrounding. Yeah, so his lower
I
back,
know, I can't put it.
just the wear and tear of this crazy thing we do called powerlifting.
Powerlifting.
But yeah, I heard about a neck issue he had, but
I've heard of the cage.
long time ago.
I think you told me about the cage.
Yeah.
Or
Well, people told me about it, so
Well, yeah.
and I don't know what that is. I'm sure there's a medical definition for it, but all right,
I'm
Mr.
sure.
Elite.
All right. Mr. Elite Entertainment. Sorry, I'm doing the same one. Let's see. I didn't know. Oh no, I didn't know Todd passed away.
Oh God.
Very sad. I do remember the live stream with him.
Yep.
He did. He passed away a while ago now.
A couple years now. Yeah.
I
And what's
wanna say
even-
2021, I think.
2021. And what's really even worse is his mom got shot by she was dating the professional wrestler Billy Jack Haynes, and I actually went down with Todd probably a couple years ago, probably 3 years now.
Actually, longer ago.
Longer than that.
I think that was 2012.
I did a sit down interview with Billy Jack that turned out to be a disaster.
Yeah, we didn't even
Didn't air it because
we did it for the show. We were
Yeah.
gonna have it on the show.
but he couldn't answer
but
questions.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and he ended up being
And then Billy Jack ended up shooting his Todd B. Craft's mom, killed her. That's very sad. That happened what, a year ago?
Heart wrenching, dude.
Yeah.
Well, and Todd was not like his family did not want her dating him, and I mean he was friends with Billy Jack, I think.
Yeah.
I think he was the one that introduced him, whatever, because he's such a huge wrestling fan and all this. But they didn't like the way that he treated her, and anyway.
I'm going out on a limb, but Billy Jack, he seemed to have mental problems when I interviewed him.
He didn't seem right.
He
in the
didn't
head.
seem
We
right in the
never
head.
thought anything like that.
I didn't think nothing of it, but
of course, but
I just wonder if those concussions, I'm not relating him to Benoit, but the head trauma and CTE and things, I just wonder if he lost his mind, and because that's not normal behavior by anybody, and it's just sad to see. But yeah, that's a pretty shitty ordeal.
yeah.
Roger Brome had some messages retracted. I don't know why.
What? It's like the most we've had retracted.
Yeah, I don't know why that's happening.
Every couple. That's
I don't
so
think
weird.
it's cuss words. I don't. Some
No,
people,
I don't think
sometimes people start typing a message and they're like, "No, I'm not going to say that," and they erase it, and it pops up that they retracted a message sometimes.
So I guess like
maybe
Mr. Elite or Roger Brown. What was it that you typed? Did you retract it or did YouTube retract it? We're just curious.
I don't
'cause we
think
can't
YouTube
figure out why
did.
that's happening. Yeah.
Read Paul Loeffler's comment there.
Paul Offer. I wore that shirt with the collar a little high. I will open with 716, a 5-pound PR. Then jack the shirt a little, then make the jump from there. Plan smart.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. Sounds like you got a plan. You got attack. You will have victory.
That's right. So he's gonna wear the collar.
He loves that
collared
saying.
shirt again, probably.
It sounds like.
Yeah, my crew, Paul, has kind of stepped away from the collar, and we've actually been wearing the non-collar dipped shirt. I don't know. Everybody has their own theories and training and whatnot, and there's some good reasons why a collared shirt isn't as good as a non-collared, and that's the basis that if you try to torque it down somewhat, the collar comes into play, and that collar has zero stretch in it. So the one without the collar, a couple of my guys are claiming that they get better stretch from it without it locking up as bad as a collar. But I think they all work great. I mean, Jimmy Kolb wears one with a collar. So, hey.
Yeah, so obviously.
They all work. You just got to find out what works best for you and how to utilize it and where to set it. And to make sure that when you're coming down, you don't have any Rage X issues where you get like an inch from touching and you're kind of trying to find the bottom down there, because I don't like that. I like to get the weight down and the weight up fast as possible.
That's always nice.
I don't like any hesitation at the bottom. I don't do very well when that happens myself. Any thoughts on the Nassau Federation? I have no idea about that federation. I've never heard anything bad, but then again, I've never heard of anybody talk to me like, hey, I just came from the Nassau meet. It was really good. I don't know if they have that meets out here that are NASA in the Pacific Northwest.
What does it stand for?
North American Strength Alliance. I don't know. Maybe. I just shot out of my ass. I don't know. It's coming up
if we type it on the internet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Say NASA powerlifting.
I don't know what their rules are. If they have start commands.
Because I've never heard of it.
Do they allow band shirts? I mean, I have not a clue. Roger Brome.
Not one I've ever seen. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yes, I misspelled the first time, then realized my comment was off track.
Yeah. So he started typing, and then said, "No, I don't want to post that," and so that happens. I don't think YouTube's going to take, but who knows with YouTube anymore? What rules they come up with every time
Well, but this
they
so
update
it sounds
their
like
terms and
these
security.
Well, it sounds like most of these were retracted by the person that typed them, which that's fine.
That's fine.
I just don't want YouTube to be poking in our business when it's unnecessary.
Roger says they have a Nassau in Colorado.
I was just going to read that. Okay. Very cool. I mean...
National Amateur Sports Assassin Association.
Okay, I was like, this is not sounding
What's
right.
amateur? Does that mean that you have to be like a beginner to lift there? Is it amateur? I don't understand why the word amateur is in the...
I don't know. That's a good question.
Abbreviation there. More power to them. I never heard anything bad about NASA.
No,
pretty quiet organization. You don't hear much.
I'm gonna look them up.
I don't know how many. We're going to have to Google them and see what how many members they have, and who's the president of the organization, how long they've been around. I'm curious.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about them.
No,
and that's kind of cool. But
Very cool.
I don't know if they allow band shirts, so that's always the last thing that a federation is going to start looking into is the new age, the cutting edge bench band shirts and how they're frowned upon by the WPO to protect John Enzer. Oh, I didn't say that.
Kind of did, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We support it. Let's see here. Thank you, Roger, for letting us know, breaking down what the acronym stands for. Because I was curious.
Read that there. It's a
out.
larger sports association. They are not just powerlifting. Well, what else do they do, Roger? As far as, I mean, I don't know. I'm in the dark. We don't need to sit here and do 30 minutes of let's get to know the NASA organization, but big time on drug testing and raw. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Good for them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That answers a few questions.
That's cool. I never knew that, Roger. Thank you for enlightening me, because
It's not just.
I don't think
what other sports or?
I don't think I've ever said the word NASA in my life, except for the space system.
I mean,
good for them, though. I hope they're.
I hadn't heard of them.
I hope they've built a nice organization and have great members, and I'm sure they have their following.
I'm sure.
Read there.
I'm sure. All right.
I think they do track and field, wrestling, and maybe baseball.
You keep taking my job.
Holy smokes.
Oh, really?
They're not just powerlifting, that's for sure.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, I want to look them up. I'm a little curious.
They've really branched out, do a lot of things. That's interesting.
That's kind of neat.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I was expecting your plain Jane, run-of-the-mill powerlifting federation. Boring, but no, these guys are different.
I've never really heard of it.
They got their finger in many pies.
I've never heard of a
And wear many hats.
You're doing it on purpose now.
I know.
I'm
I
done.
won't talk anymore.
I'm done.
I'm done too. Then what we do, just sit here? Tick tock, people are leaving. All right.
Well, I think that was the last.
It is
So
last
I was
one.
waiting. I was waiting for more to come in. Are we done?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, hey.
We've lost a lot of people.
That's all right. Hey, you know the email. In case you're new, you're swinging by, checking out Benchmonster TV.
Oh, wait, there are a few that we.
If you want videos, you know where to send them.
Oh, we got another one coming in.
I'll just leave it up there for a minute. Send me a video. Give me a short description of what it is, what you're doing, and I will play it. We will play it.
Howard Weingarten. Have you heard if AJ Roberts is involved in any feds are there any feds that he might be involved in?
I thought it was APO.
I think that's the one that he just helped out with, and
Helped
I don't
out?
know what. Well, I don't know if he was the meat director.
Don't know either. One rep would know.
I was exactly what I was gonna say. One rep would know, but he's not here. I don't know if anybody else. I mean, we've lost most of them, but
Well, you got
I think he's involved with the APO. I think
maybe IPA.
Oh,
He's down there close to Mendelson, so I don't know what he's doing.
Oh,
I haven't talked to AJ in a while. Maybe I need to ring his walls. Say hi.
yeah, you should. You should ask him about how the announcing for the WPO.
You're mumbling. I can't hear you.
Sorry, my voice is getting raspy. Never mind.
Probably cancer.
Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. Right.
Okay. Is that it?
But yeah, I think it was APO. That's gonna bug me. I think he was the meat director. They talked like he was the meat director.
Natural Athlete Strength Association.
Wait, is that the same thing?
Well, I think that's more specific. Well, good for them, Roger. Yeah, and if you're going to compete in the NASA organization, I would love to see some meat footage and have it sent to me. All that good stuff. So we play a lot of videos on here of different federations, and some of them we can't figure out unless they have a placard on the wall or a poster. We don't know what's going on. What federation it may be.
Pretty much true.
So it's
just a natty federation. Sorry guys, my eyes are struggling. This is all like so it is a natty federation, not a broader sports association.
Interesting.
Okay. I do USPA and USPF. Just came in Colorado.
Well, you got a wide variety of stuff, Roger, to do there with different federations. That's cool.
That's nice. I wish.
Yeah,
I wish
we had something like that.
Wider variety.
We have no wider variety of anything here.
USPA or nothing.
Or nothing.
Used to have UPA.
Yeah, not anymore.
But yeah, not anymore.
I missed that one. That was a good
Me
one.
too. I love
Larry Bush used to run that.
Those are
Great meats.
some of the best meats. Okay. Howard. Something like NPA. Not sure of that in my area. None to choose from. Just trying to find a good one. What's MPA?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know what NPA is.
What's NPA? Howard?
Howard, what's NPA? I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, yeah.
I'm trying to think what that could be. NPA. No. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Professional.
Not a clue.
No, I don't know.
I'm having trouble with
Did
NASA,
you leave Howard?
NPA, all of them.
Something like NPA.
I know USPA and USPF though. USPF would be one I'd like to compete in again. That's the one I first did when Gus Rethwich was part of that. 1997. May 17th, 1997.
Yeah.
To be exact. Where were you guys? May 17th, 1997.
I was in like 4th grade.
4th grade?
Mm-hmm.
I was setting state records, junior records back then.
We're old, we know.
Yeah.
You're kind of an
Trying to make-
little man or big old man.
I'll never forget the first time in Wowdle I set a world record, and Gus told me, "You're a world record holder," and I was like, "No, Gus, you have a pamphlet here, and it says Ken Lane is, or whoever it was, Ken Lane, Anthony Clark, RCD, all these guys are in your book. Those are world record holders. I am nothing of the sort. I never ran around and said, I'm a world record holder. Not until I'm number 1 in the world. Then you're a world record.
So yes, you did. But yeah, after you were,
I wanted to be the best in the world. I had to beat the best. And Ken,
and I
Anthony, RCD,
like, world record.
Takarsky, Lane, or Clark, all those guys. Those were the guys you had to beat. National Powerlifting Association. I've never heard of that organization. How many federations are there now? Because when I started, there was 5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Isn't that crazy how many there are now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many there are in total.
Oh, there's 30.
At least.
Oh, geez. Who knows?
At least.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
I don't know.
There's so
Quite
many.
a few. That's the beauty of it. You can go out there and compete.
Which is nice, but I think
There's
at the
too many.
same time, I think that's also why powerlifting hasn't become more mainstream, and because there's so many federations,
so many different
and,
rules, so many different this and that and the other.
I think
But you know what? It's not going to change, so you just roll with it and you enjoy it and you make the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
And go out there and have fun.
Just enjoy the journey.
Do the best you can. Get on the platform, and that's where you let it rip out there. Yep. Well, we're gonna have to keep track of Paul. Make sure his training's going well in the next 6 weeks. He's staying healthy, and everything's cooking for him. So we're gonna stay on top of Paul. All right.
Yes, definitely. I'm excited for him.
Howard says.
I'm excited for him. Howard says, I believe Lillibridge lifted in the same one.
That's cool.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Must have been a non-tested one then.
Did I miss? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it could have been.
I don't know if I told you guys, but Eric Lillibridge had posted a picture, and I saw it again on the internet, but it's one where he's kind of like hunched over like this with his phone, and he's got these softball traps that go to his ear. And I got a hold of Ernie Lillibridge Sr. because I had his phone number in my phone. And I said, what does Eric do for traps? And he sent me a great detailed list of trap stuff.
That's very cool.
And I got that. And I got it saved. In fact, I got it right here. I could actually, let's see if I got it here. Tell me if you see Ernie Lillibridge Sr. right here. And do I have it on here? No, oh God, where is it? It's somewhere in there. He sent it to me.
Can they see that?
No, they can't see that. But no, he sent me the trap workout. I just looked at it earlier today. I think I copied and pasted to some notes.
Okay, so you didn't delete it,
No,
did you?
why would I delete that? I want my traps to be like that too. Imagine me walking around Costco with traps like that. With the Kennelly cut shirt on.
What?
That's my signature thing, Kennelly cut. You cut the neck out, cut the sleeves off. That's the Kennelly cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
Because I have like
Kennelly,
a claustrophobic thing. All shirts, whether it's 3X, well, I don't want to get a 4X because that looks like a moo-moo when I wear it. But, you know, it just seems like the neck is just made for people with like 17-inch necks. And it's like getting guillotined and choked. I just hate it. Panic attacks.
Yeah.
So I cut that thing out. The V-neck's all right, but this is just a casual. I know it looks sloppy, but I'm not out to make everybody happy when I'm out and about around town. You know that. I like to make noise. I like to be seen and heard.
Well aware.
Let's get going. Benchmonster needs to eat.
Unfortunately, you're a little turkey. Let's see.
What's
There's
Howard
a
saying?
few, yeah. And maybe it was UPA.
UPA.
I think it was. Well, let's see. It could have been either. I've seen him do UPA meets, but I'm sure he
Willowbridge?
does more than
Yeah. I liked UPA.
We met him. He's so cool. He was a nice guy, dude.
Says,
That whole family seems so.
Oh, they're so
nice.
chill.
Yes.
It's great people.
His dad is just so cool. Like,
Full of energy, just happy.
Yes.
Just being around them, it's like this
And you
vibe.
just tell, like, dad, son combination. All three of them do it and share it, and you can just.
It's a family tradition.
It's super cool. Yeah.
Super. And they're open. They give advice. They're not like, they don't just box up and don't tell you any secrets.
No, they're happy to
They're
help.
happy to help. He gave me a lot of advice for my L5S1 too on PRP injections and stuff like that, which I need to get done because it ain't getting no better. But it's on the list of things to do.
And which one's that?
The PRP in my lower back. They do that periodically for
Is
their
that the? Never mind.
plasma-rich protein thing. They take your blood, they spin it, put it back in.
Yeah.
Supposed to be real
That's supposed to be
therapeutic.
really good. Yeah.
Larry had it on his shoulder, and it made his shoulder 99% better.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. It sounds
either
like
that or-
got, well, no, he hasn't. He's gonna have it. He's had it on
Exosomes
his.
or
He's had it on his like knee,
shoulder.
his hip. He's gonna have it on his shoulder.
Oh, hip, then shoulder. Okay.
Unless he had another.
All right.
Unless he's had it on his shoulder before too. But I know he's about to. I think in maybe January. Coming up, he's gonna have. He just told me.
Well, hey, like I say, if you guys are out there and about and you're in the gym and you're videoing yourself, feel free to send me videos. I don't care if you're doing curls.
For sure. If you're
It's all about you guys.
If you're doing something that you're proud of.
If you're doing calves, traps, forearms, doing something in the gym. Maybe you're not doing something in the gym. Maybe you're out and about doing something. I'll still post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's all about you guys.
Of course.
It's not about me. It's not about this person. It's about everybody.
It's not.
That's what makes the show.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
All right.
you guys all totally make the show between the.
I appreciate you guys showing up,
awesome
and we
videos,
try to make it short
the
here.
Chat. You guys are always engage in the chat and
Hour and a half.
bring
We're
up great
past our time.
questions and comments. It's not an hour and a half.
It's an hour and a half. Everybody wants to get
you're right.
to their
Why was
family
I keep
dinner.
thinking that we
They got to
start
tuck
at
the kids
7:30.
in. They got their favorite show coming on, and we got to get off this now. There's people have things to do. So let's sit here. So say goodbye, and we'll see them next week.
I don't want to say goodbye to my friends yet, though.
You have to.
All right.
Who's winning the football game?
All right, let's do a quick update.
Quick update, real quick, before we sign off.
Probably over.
I'm hoping the Lions are winning
That's what my dad's hoping too. He's a Lions
because it was
fan.
kind of close at halftime.
Oh, it's over. Take a guess.
34-10.
Oh,
saw
no.
it.
34-31.
Whoa, field goal.
Detroit. Yeah.
Whoa, that was a close one. That was a good game.
I might be able to see how it ended.
Don't we got
will.
sign away first. It's very rude to play on your phone and
Well,
not.
no, I was gonna let them know.
You just said the score. It's over.
Yeah, but I was gonna see how it ended. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the score for those of you out there that didn't get to finish watching the game because you were cool badasses and came and saw us first.
Yeah, we
Or
appreciate
instead,
that.
I guess. We appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah, nothing else is
Say
coming
goodbye.
in. All right, we will go ahead and sign out here. Thank you guys, as usual. I know I say the same thing every week, but thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it. We know you guys are busy, got the football game on, but we appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out, chatting it up in the chat box. Sending videos. Again, you guys make the show, so we appreciate you. We
People
thank
got
you.
Christmas lights to hang and trees to put up. Let's go. Wrap it up. It's Christmas time.
Excuse me. Okay.
Santa's coming.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening, a great weekend, awesome start to your week next week. And as always, we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Love you guys. Have a
Good
great
night, everybody. Have a great weekend.